Communication skills for entrepreneurship. Communications and leadership go hand in hand, don't they? Well, let's see. Hi, I'm Jimi Hendrick, and this episode is called EA35, Communication Skill Sets for Entrepreneurs on Empower Your Pattern 2.0. Hi, I'm Jimi Hendrick, member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Success, Confidence, and Thrive Coach. I wish to let you know that there are patterns to help you receive more, help you live a better and extraordinary life right now. I also believe that there are spiritual and temporal tips to help you overcome the adversities in everyday life. So if you come with me, I will show you these patterns. Get ready. Let's go. Okay, guys, I don't have a lot of time. We're going to have Jeff Lerner help me a little bit with a couple of skills I want to home in on, and then I'll jump in with some of my own content. At the beginning, this is some bonus content, and then I'll use some fillers. Let's go.
Public speaking. We all know, you've probably heard that public speaking is like one of people's greatest fears. Public speaking is basically this convergence of two things that create great fear for most people. It is exposure, meaning you have a lot of people looking at you, whether it's in an audience to a stage or through a camera to, let's say, YouTube or whatever. Anytime we feel like a lot of people are seeing us, combined with the idea that we're in some sort of position of presumed authority where we're being evaluated or we're being judged or scrutinized. So you take those two things. You take the idea that there's a lot of people watching, and that while they're watching, we're supposed to be some sort of an authority on a thing. You put those together, most people have a total freak out. That's why public speaking is so many people's greatest fear. And the thing about anything that produces great fear is there's no way to practice not being afraid. And there's no way to practice being afraid unless you're afraid. This is why, you think of law enforcement, where they're trying to train people to do things, to operate in a certain environment that is scary for them. And so they put them in situations that are as realistic, that are as lifelike as possible. In the military, they talk about you have to create the conditions in which you'll find yourself having to perform, or else you won't be able to train yourself to perform in those conditions. It's the same thing with public speaking. The only way to get really good at public speaking, aside from or in addition to acquiring the techniques and learning the methods, is you have to put yourself in front of people. You have to create that dual condition for yourself of having people looking at you and you being in a position of presumed authority where you feel like they're judging or they're evaluating you. And the best way to do that is go join a group. Join a public speaking group. I personally am a member of Toastmasters International. It's a worldwide organization that basically operates on the premise of this truth, that there's no way to develop this incredibly valuable skill of public speaking without actually putting yourself in front of people and speaking. So for whatever that's worth, find a local chapter of Toastmasters or any other organization. There's constantly meetups happening. There's open mic nights. I don't care. Go sing karaoke. You've got to find a way to start putting yourself in front of people where they are evaluating you. Skill number 3 is called...
Another skill, and I was trying to do it, but the video was taking so long, is talking about leadership. And, communications and leadership really comes hand in hand. In fact, I think you can't have one without the other in some ways. Told you guys. I was going to try to bring in Toastmasters. This is the Community Commons part of the Enterprise American series, part 2. Yeah, you're going to have 2 more parts after this interwoven in here. All right, so leadership. I think leadership is a wonderful thing. John C. Maxwell. He's going to be speaking in February It's going to be a full day event, and I don't really have the necessary transportation to get there. So what I'll be doing during that time is doing what I can to listen to him, gain whatever kernels of wisdom from him that I can. Because you see, as entrepreneurs, it's not about it's particularly in the networking business. I've had this one lady in the teams like, it's about developing skills, and it is. And confidence is one of those skills. You need to be able to communicate and lead with confidence. Because if you can't communicate and lead with confidence, your team's going to see right through you. You don't think I don't know that? As many, I've been at least two other business models similar to the one I got now. The first one, I don't know. I saw chinks in some of the team leaders' confidences that I had locally, and including my own. I'm just going to be honest with you. I saw something including my own, and I thought, what in the world? What's up with me? And I'm thinking, why can't we just crash through this and make it? You got to develop confidence. And part of that first business model, I was going through a 9-month depression. And, I went through the doldrums. I went after a certain rally I attended in Abilene. I went through these doldrums. I'm not no person said necessary hero. I can't do this. It's like, Jimmy, looking back, I want to take that little depressed, emaciated idiot and say, Jimmy, wake up. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And anybody that's out there like that, they're trying to build a business. Maybe they've been discouraged. Shoot, I've been there. But you've got to work on developing the skills. And part of that is practice and communication, if you know what I mean. So, listen to me. Guys, you have what it takes to be effective communicators. You have what it takes to be effective leaders. See, some people think that public speaking is just, talking in a certain format. And in some ways, like Toastmasters, it is. I love Toastmasters. But when I'm behind a Toastmasters, when I'm behind a podcasting mic, or even, when I'm doing a speech in a venue outside Toastmasters, which I can't wait to be able to do that at some point, I know I can speak my heart. Because, let's face it, you need communication skills. You need leadership. You need confidence. One of the communication skills is persuasion. Guess what? You can't persuade world's diddly squat unless you have a little bit of confidence, if you know what I mean. I mean, I know in some ways that sounds harsh. But you can. You have that in you. Like yesterday, I made a phone call. And unfortunately, I didn't communicate myself pretty well. I deviated from the script that my leaders gave me, and it was using another format. And you know what I discovered? Folks, if you come across as a little crazy, non-persuasive, that's going to turn somebody off. I was doing this format that I heard this person did not like, and it didn't turn out so well. So I was kind of like, well, Jimmy, Next time, stick to script. And take cues of communication, how to communicate from your team. Because if you play this, don't know what to say, don't know how to approach it, blah, 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 well, I'm telling you guys, this is all going to build together, and this is some of the beginning of the build-up, okay? I'm talking about communication skills, like communications, confidence, leadership, persuasion. These are skills that edify, right? These are skills that edify a soul, edify people, bring them up. Can you see that in yourself? I hope you can. I hope you can. Because you see, it's kind of like in church or even not in church. Sometimes when people have questions, like I remember the Restored Church of Christ, and there was some things we don't put in our bodies, and people ask us why. And sometimes we have to give a direct approach and say, like, otherwise, some of the ways we can do it is just general persuasion. One of those best skills, general persuasion. And I don't know why. It's like, I was going to make this a 21-minute episode, but I was kind of like, sometimes in communication, one of the things from my media training is learn to be succinct and brief. That's a good skill for entrepreneurs. If you're making phone calls and your leaders give you a script, stick to script. Don't try to deviate. Well, so-and-so is a trusted authority. Says, if you're building a networking business, stick to script. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. See, wealth is about systems. Wealth is about systems. How to work with general persuasion. How to be confident with people. How to be able to give presentations. I want you to think about how blessed you could be. You got to pump in some of that confidence and get it done that way. Because you can. Because you have it in you. Because you know what? Because God loves you. I'll tell you something, guys. I love being a chance to talk to you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be talking some more about prospecting, so you know. We're going to have fun, guys. We're going to have fun. Okay, hope you enjoy listening to Empower Your Pattern. Please subscribe, join Pattern Realm. Until next time, don't sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others won't so you can step in to have what others can't. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. God bless you. Share this with Mama Son, Papa Son, and everyone. God bless you.